Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to OvenBreak, where I haven't played this game in a bit, only just because I've been exhausted to work, and after the whole stuff going on with OBS, I was just like, oh, I need a break. And that's why you saw, like, little to no uploads this, like, week. I mean, there were some uploads, but, like, shorts-wise, whew, I could have done way better. But, you know, we're back, and I actually do have a big video coming up soon, which, I don't know how fast I can get it done, but it'll probably be done within, like, I don't know, a week time if I actually really grind down and get to it. Once I get done with my short, it should be fine. But you know what? What matters now is we're focusing on... Hold on, let me just bring this over here. Let me just bring OBS just to make sure it all looks nice and quality-like, where it's not freezing anywhere. Yeah, it looks like it's nice, because you know why I was peeved at the last video. But with that being said, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be running on the hard mode of this. I know I only have like 5 days left on this, but I'm going to be sure to crank out a lot of progress, a lot of missions and whatnot that I need to do here just so I can get it all done and prepared and uploaded. So with that being said, in this video, if you don't know how my hard mode videos works, it's kind of obvious. I basically run with all the cookies selected here, being Red Velvet, Chest Choco, Earl Grey, and Matcha, seeing how many coins we can possibly get to help us upgrade our sharp bread knife, which I'm not sure if that's a bread knife. That's super sharp. But we do have the current skill, you know, of, what to say? Yeah, bread knife slash every 16 seconds. Don't know how many points that gives. But what matters is we have to run all the time. Just basically with all 4 cookies. Hopefully we can get enough coins and gems to get enough points to upgrade these to the max level so we can get a bunch of different upgrades. Then hopefully we can actually access the secret task and see how this can resolve itself. So with that being said, I'm not going to really spit anymore. I'm just down to run because I am back into the OvenBreak mood, making sure that this is like... Is this the first video I've recorded where the actual quality of the game looks fresh? It might be, because if you're wondering, just for a little bit of a story recap if you haven't remembered, in the previous video, which was, I think, the last part of the Dark Enchantress storyline, you know, Beyond Dark Reflections, basically I was just like, oh my gosh, like the recording was like lagging. Like, it wasn't lagging, but like it was having these odd freezes, and I did not like that. And I later on fixed it in the middle of the video, but I think this is the first time I'm actually doing this. And you know, also I gotta be honest, the reason why I haven't been like super like, you know, not into not recording, what am I saying? I mean, like, the reason why I haven't uploaded many videos during this past week specifically is because I had a lot of appointments to go through, and I was just super busy, like having no chance to like record. Like, I was lucky enough to get the short done while doing a bunch of other side stuff. Like, legit, day 1, which was I think is a Tuesday, I went to my chiropractor appointment, in which afterwards, like, I just had to go to a bunch of, like, shops and stuff like that, which was very fun. I'm just saying, ooh. Now, I think afterwards... Now, here's where big came in. Wednesday, that was when I had to go to the... was it dentist? Yeah, it was the dentist. Which, fun fact, no cavities. Which is actually pretty good news for me. They just told me, like, I have a couple of soft spots in my teeth, so I should make sure that I try and brush a little bit more often, which... I'll give credit to myself. I'm impressed that I got no cavities, but they are right. I definitely got to brush a little bit more, which, I think is fair, but also the last thing is went to a doctor's appointment on Thursday, which basically they told me like body's so good, body's nice, but my what was it, A1C? A1C went up to 6.4, which is actually not too good. I mean, it's not bad, because I think for others it's actually like considered like, oh, now you're in like a pre-diabetic stage. You want to make sure that you try and get that like lower, because I think the last time it was like 5.3, which, to be fair, you know what I kind of blame that on? Of course, be indulging in desserts, because of course there's no excuse, but also Easter came around, so of course there's a lot of candy to be like shared, a lot of baked goods and sweet like that. But luckily, I'm basically just going to do my best to either hold off on desserts or make sure that the desserts I do have are basically fruit reliant, so maybe like yogurt or like some apples with peanut butter, stuff like that. And even if I do have it, I'll either just skip it all together or just make sure that you know, I have little to none, because honestly I can work down a meal without even having to you know, devour on any sort of dessert in any way, shape, or form. But can my laser just... yeah, my laser could just blast down those arrows. And my little thing can. Perfect. Yeah, good luck on that. But honestly, I should be able to manage. Also, I should definitely get my workout, like, routine a little bit more sparse. And by that, I mean, like, yeah, I got to do it a little bit more often. Nice workouts, you know, walks, little videos that can help me train. Just to help, you know, burn some calories and whatnot. But... that's just me. This would be just talking about my personal life. I know it seems odd, but then again, in this video, there's not much really to talk about, especially in regards to hard mode. It's just gather up a bunch of points and do your plotting hardest, because I'm just happy that, like, you know, the recording's going to be all nice and fresh. And honestly, probably after this, I will either... Oh, we're already done. 9 missions? That's actually not as much as I expected from Red Velvet. I mean, to be fair, we don't have any, like, big exclusive skills on Red Velvet, but, like... with my red velvet being maxed out, you'd think we'd get like a solid amount of points there. I don't know, but got a silver right there, 3 pet potions, and 30 crystals. All right, so at least tell us we got a decent amount of missions for that can help us get a few upgrades. Please, we only got 1. Wow. Oh, we suck. Yikes. By the way, what's the leaderboard on this? Who are we looking in regards to like the highest of combis? Dark Enchantress with that costume, of course, with Lobster. Huh. Well, I guess nearly all the cookies of darkness are available to be run here, except for the cookie moles, because why not? But Lobster, I guess, is an ex-cookie of darkness, but... Which, by the way, she just looks flawless in that costume. I swear, I think compared to, like, to her, like, other costumes, like, she has the most animation frame. Like, the first one's just standing. The Chaos Incarnate still blinks. Path to Inevitable Partition literally has her doing that chin tilt. Just like, oh, I see you staring at me. That's how that is. Are you kidding me? Anyway, we'll go ahead and still run with the next cookie, which I think was just Choco Twins. Hopefully we can get a few more missions done, but unfortunately your pet is not maxed out, which I intend to change right here, right now, because why the pleb not? I should probably buy some crystals. By buy some crystals, I mean use my gems to buy some crystals. There we go, because I don't want to go under that $100,000 margin. You never be too sure. Which, actually, can I check? I got 35,000 gems. Yes, absolutely, and yes, absolutely. Cookie potions, also cookie potions and pet potions, just on the standstill. Yes, you could never be too sure. And these, because they're gonna refill in like how long? 2 days. That's actually perfect. Alright, so that being said, and now let's go ahead and run with the Choco Twins. Hopefully we can get a few more points scraped up here, and we'll all be okay. Now, after I get this video edited and uploaded, I'll probably just spend my time working on the short. It may just be another single upload day, though I could probably make a short on, like, you know, the Plants vs. Zombie stuff, whatnot. I don't know. But, I also want to spend... I think that's what I might do, because, like, the Plants vs. Zombies fan game is pretty fun. Which, by the way, everyone's been telling me, listen, it's not a fan game, it's a mod, which I get that. It's just, I like showcasing them off, calling them, like, fan games, but... Probably in the next video, I'll be sure to call it like a, you know, mod or something like that. Which I'll probably start off the video saying that. It's just like, guys, I made a big mistake. It's a mod, not a fan game. I'm just used to calling these specific things like, you know, fan games, like Cookie Run fan games. But then again, it's not a Cookie Run fan game. It's a Plants vs. Zombies mod. So I have to be sure that I keep that in mind for any sort of future use. Which, to be fair, I feel like also for this run, I think I am going to be able to run for a lot farther, since Choco's pet will provide a few good amount of potions, and also I think a part of like I think the Choco Twin skill will have us like shoot. What was it? Not the beam. I apologize for the word. I'll be able to have like this big last blast that can last me for a decent amount of time, which definitely should help. Can our skill activate? There we go. For some reason, it just wasn't activating. Wasn't there a certain way how you can force it to activate? I don't know. But I still think Choco is one of the most unique cookies that you can run with. I think any cookie that you can run with more than 2 with, like, you know, Choco Twins, the Cookie Moles, even the Nutsters, or the Astro Nuts, whatever you want to call them. Very unique cookies, just because I like how you could swap between the two. Very fun. It basically gives you the best way to showcase, like, hey, you're not just running with one cookie, you're running with cookies. Which I think is fun. But I wonder if on, like, I don't know. I guess I was gonna say maybe on Saturday I could like stream something. I think I should ask someone if like a certain event for a Cookie Run fan game, you know, 3-baked still going on, because there's something I still want to run in on that. But they told me to wait until another certain update comes out, so I just want to be sure. But I'll be sure to get you know, contact from that. Which, by the way, I actually did have a nice conversation. I'll probably save it for another video, but all I'll say is I had a nice conversation with Sophie No Sleep as of recently. And all I'll say, like, I'll probably divulge more into, like, some sort of a members video, I don't know. But they told me, like, hey, did you know, like, you're like a YouTuber who has, like, little to no, like, drama. I'm just like, aw, that means a lot to me. Even though I'm just also saying something like, well, I mean, Twitter really does not like me for that Cookie Runners, not the Cookie Runners King video, the White Lily Cookie video. And they were just like, Twitter's Twitter. Which, I'd say true, it makes sense. I had a lot of support on YouTube, had like little to no support on Twitter. So that's odd. Which, to be fair, honestly, there's still some controversial things I said in that video that I'm not going to try and like beat around the bush with. I'm just saying, I will still admit to it happily. Which, by the way, fun fact, in this run, I still got 11 missions done, which is more than the plumbing few that we got done with plumbing Red Velvet. Yeah, 12 missions, and with Red Velvet, we got 9. So how the pleb does that make any sense, even though we didn't make it as far into the level? I don't know, but hopefully we got a decent amount of more coins to actually give us a few actual good levels. So we got 80, now we got 50, so new skill? Okay, we got Flurry. Bread, knife, slash count starting at +1. which, yes, I will take that. I don't know if we'll have enough to clear all these out, though. Like, we're only on step 5. We still have, like, a ton of other steps to go. I guess it definitely does revolve around, like, running a bunch in a bunch, but let's try Earl Grey. Earl Grey may be a little bit more interesting to use, because I'm pretty sure also Earl Grey's pet does provide some potions, right? Items and potions, yes. So, hopefully, Earl Grey can give us a few more potions, and the thing is, my unfortunate thing is I don't remember how Matcha Cookie works exactly, but well, that's cool. But I can tell you that it should be pretty fun still. Hopefully enough to get a decent amount of missions. I didn't even see what I got. Tiramisu, they're both maxed out, so it doesn't matter. But I will take the 3 coins. 3? Free! Alright, anyway. Surprisingly, only 10 minutes into this video, which I think is a little bit less. But what can you do? I will say, I do like how peaceful this, first level is, because, it's just Lilybell. It's either Lilybell or Blue Lily's trial theme, which I remember when I released a video for Blue Lily Cookie's Diamond Rake, and I accidentally called it White Lily Cookie's Diamond Rake, and people in the comments were telling me, like, oh, this is the wrong Lily. I was like, oops, my bad. I was like, huh, well, I gotta definitely change that, which I did, luckily, and kind of got me thinking, I wonder if any of the Lily Cookies have any sort of relation, like, White Lily, Blue Lily, Tiger Lily, Lilybell. Well, of course, Lily. I don't know. I mean, you would think that they kind of would, because I don't know. Just like, Lily, Fairy, this sort of vibe to it. Feels like they would have some sort of like interesting connection, but I don't know. It beats me. But we'll just have to wait, because maybe for all I know, with this interesting story merge sort of thing that's going on within Cookie Run, between OvenBreak and Kingdom, which for all I know, it could merge into other stories such as, Witch's Castle, Kingdom, Tower Adventures, and all those games. It'll be pretty interesting to see what the pleb happens, which I'm pretty sure that's something I should do. I need to make a short based on some of the more, dev now. I don't know why that. I think I was going to, but I was trying to, like, think about what should I talk about first. I kind of did the showcase of, like, everything that would be shown in the OvenBreak and stuff, I think. But, I need to, like, do a portion where it talks about, like, the new games that are being announced. Like, flipping, Crumble and also New World, which those are going to be so interesting. I just think and more research into that is going to be very fun for me to just talk about. But there's also so many other things I want to talk about. I'll probably talk about maybe like a new game, and then some of the updates for something else, because I really also want to talk about that Kingdom trailer. The one where it involves Shadow Milk's new demented form. We see Timekeeper, we also see Pure Vanilla, and we also see all these new variants of, like, the new beasts, the infected legendaries, a whole new group of cookies. I'm not sure, but I cannot wait to dig more information about that, which is just going to be totally intense. Which that may give me an interesting concept for another big video. It'll just take me a little bit of time to make. But there's one video I want to make beforehand that well, would be fun. There's actually 2 videos I want to make, but I just need to find, like, the motivation. I wasn't experiencing burnout. It was just, man, I had the motivation to find it. Where'd the motivation go? It's just like the motivation just suddenly disappeared from me. I don't know why, but it just like, it's just gone. Don't know where the pleb won. It just disappeared. Beats me, but I'll still plumbing try. But I will say the next video should be some sort of like a rant video of sorts, because just be prepared. It might be me ranting over one video, but that does remind me of another good video I really want to make. Oh my gosh, I got so many things planned. Not enough time to do it. If only I had an editor. But I do everything myself because, nice budget we have going on. So you don't got to worry about that. But just be prepped. Be prepped, because it's going to be some fun times coming up. Like, just be prepared. It's just going to be great. I mean, I wouldn't really know what else to talk about there, but, like, don't worry. It won't be anything, I'm hoping, not too controversial. But, you just wait. It's going to be... The one video I especially came up with, like, a little bit ago, which was, like, yesterday. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. Ah, dang it, I ran out of energy. That pet was probably going to give me a little bit more, too. Alright, 12 missions done. Maybe that's still a decent amount to get a few, at least out of step 5, at least. Come on. Okay, got that. I want all these. And now, how many will we get right here? 120 and 170. We're up to step 9, and now Red Velvet is now even more glowy. And now we have a level 2 skill with, no, wait. Oh, the -3 second bread knife / cooldown. Okay, so we get a little bit more. Now, I don't think Matcha Cookie can get from step 9 all the way to step 20. Though, if she could, that would be the most blessed thing. Now, do I believe it could happen? I'm not sure, but you know what? I always have belief in my matcha. And you know what? I'm even getting you the, Flowery Shadow Caller or Witherbark Shot. Let's go with the Flowery Shadow Caller. I like the purples on you. Makes you look a little bit more smooth and lax, if that makes sense. Don't you also have a costume? You probably did, only for like a, a costume that you buy, which I still think is ridiculous, but whatever. I don't even know if these are the best treasures to like put on. I could also change those up. Dark Mirror, Chakram, and Fruit Punch. Well, I have Dark Mirror and I guess we'll put on the Figgy Punch. Sure, why the pleb not? If it gives me extra bonus and points, we'll go for it. Now, of course, basically, this is probably one of the only times where, like, in a hard mode, I won't get the whole entire, everything unlocked, which kind of does shock me, but at the same time, I guess it somewhat makes sense, because the point of hard mode, especially with how it's styled right here, is basically, the point is you need to keep running so that your powers can be upgraded, so that you can run with the cookies that you ran with before, and doing that, you'll be able to get higher scores and higher points, making you unlock more missions, giving you even better scores and better upgrades, so that you'll have access to hard mode, and it'll be all okay from there. Which, that sounds like it would take a lot of time, which, don't get me wrong, it does. It takes a plumbing long time to do that, but you know what? With my hope and dedication, and also my, my unique expert skill of procrastination, we can basically get it done within a sheer amount of time, as long as I just, like, sit down and lock it in. But we already, like, 6 minutes into the video, so at least the video is decently long enough. But so far, we only have 144 million, which, still 3 missions done, not too bad. But I know for a fact we can do better, which me jumping up here, destroying all these, constitutes me doing better in some sort of ascent. But, whatever. I am excited for whatever the club's cookie runs, cooking up what's going on in the future. Because I'm pretty sure pretty soon we're probably going to see, like, some teaser. Probably in, like, 2 days, maybe 3. We'll see an upcoming teaser in regards to, the brand new Cookie Run OvenBreak update, which I should showcase. But did I even talk about that? I'm pretty sure I did. I think I said, like, future of Cookie Run is insane. I think I talked a little bit about OvenBreak. And, I'm not sure. It'll be unique. Well, then again, I guess there's also stuff on the Cookie Run roadmap. I think I did talk about everything that's going on within the Cookie Run OvenBreak update, but I just didn't talk about every single thing that's on the roadmap. So that might be something I also bring up for, the future. Because I know we have some stuff in regards to the spirit weapons coming up. We might have another Nova cookie coming up. It's all going to be pretty interesting. My gosh, there's so many people who are just going to be trying to conquer the cookie world, and then there's just the black hole too. Which I'm pretty sure is the one that everyone just ended up forgetting about. But I guarantee you the black hole is probably going to be having some big... Because I feel like the black hole, like that black hole creature, is going to have the same sort of effect that the Avatar of Destiny might have within Cookie Run Kingdom. Like, it's something that, like, we may have forgotten about at some point. And we're thinking, like, oh, there's definitely got to be some more lore to this. And then turns out it is, but not revealed immediately. So we're just going to have to wait and see how all of that, becomes. Because I'm very curious about that stuff. I'm curious about the lore of the Nova cookies. But then again, that could just be because of my admiration towards space. So, of course, I'm going to have those feelings. Because, space is my, one of my hyperfixations. Like, I don't know everything about space, obviously. But I can tell you that Mars is a planet. That is indeed a planet. I can tell you that Pluto isn't a planet anymore. They got booted out, which I think is stupid, but whatever. They just got shoved out of the big clubs, I guess. Mean planets trying to steal their spotlight. Can I please just get a few more points just so I can get this last mission done? It's just a few more. It's a few more points, guys! It's the few plumbing more points! Oh! Yeah, I don't think 13 missions is going to be able to get enough. Like, you could fill that to the brim with, like, a bunch of silver coins, but only 12. That's probably going to get to, like, 15, I would guess. 16. Alright, fine. Unless if I'm currently on 15 right now. No, I'm on 16. Alright, so that means, off camera, I probably have to run into this a lot more, just to go ahead and get red velvet cookies, like, all skills equipped and whatnot. And, I do get creates 5 gold coins upon destroying obstacles, which could be good, but also magnetization might be good. And would help with points. But also, if I'm just good at collecting, then this would be good. Oh, I guarantee you, there's probably going to be some skill where, like, there's probably some secret task where it's going to be like, oh, it's pretty easy if you just don't have magnetization, but it's going to make it so much harder to try and get. But, I don't know. Let me see if I can, like, pause real quick. Maybe I'm going to, like, swap to, like, red velvet. I'm going to do a decent amount of running with this, and then I'll see if, like, it gets me any, like, sort of, like, buff and, stat or whatever. Because I do just want to see, like, all these completed at the very least. Not the secret missions, like, all the steps. The score is already so much higher. The score is already so much higher. We already have 12 missions. This actually might be enough. We also got another 100 right there. Perfect. Oh my gosh, that's so many. Like, that's low. That's a lot of upgrades right there. Will this actually be enough to max it out? There was 13 missions. Let me just check. Bam. Got all that. It actually might be enough. Oh my gosh, it was. Okay, yeah, just one more run with Red Velvet, and then that was accomplished. And now Red Velvet is... They really don't even have a costume on there? Commander must be an example of all sorts. Of course it must be. Though we do get the last example of a skill being 24,000 points for all coins, which, if this is the case, I feel like that combines really good. Like, this one right here, coins galore, combines really good with destroying it. And I guess, yeah, I guess we don't need to count. Cause I'm reading it off the top, I'm gonna be honest with you. But, like, yeah, +1 at start? Does that mean you keep it? I mean, at that point, I feel like it's just better that you have it, like, every -3 seconds so you can have it happen as often as possible. But combine that with a bonus of coins, you're gonna get a lot right there. So what's the secret task? Destroy obstacles blocking the path with Red Velvet Cookie. Done. Collect lots of bear jellies with chest chalk up. Got it. Walk along the path of darkness with magic cookie. Sure. And find a memory jelly near the completed mirror. So there's probably a mirror jelly like deep in the level. That's probably gonna require a lot of energy to reach, which should be possible. It's just, you know, you're gonna need a lot of energy for it, which I don't know exactly. Probably like cookies with decent amount of energy giving pets. Like, for example, maybe like the Crying Saucer? Maybe the Green Team Bag? I'm not sure. Even the Roomy Pomegranate? I'm not sure. Even Pure Cream. Why not? I think the Nougat Night might do something. Does that give potions, or am I thinking of just shock? No, I don't. I'm pretty sure the other ones do provide jellies. I'm not sure. Like, I don't think you do. I think you just do. Oh, no, you do. Okay. Well, maybe. I'm not sure. But we'll just have to wait and see. But with that being said, if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it. And also share the video with your friends using my Quick Run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then want to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of what I do in the future. And down below in the description, you can see all my social media links on my card website, where all plebs. You can buy some merchandise at the pleb market. And also, if you want to become a pleb yourself, then you can become a YouTube member for $1 a month. But above all else, I'll see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese. I want to give a huge shout out to all of the plebs who are becoming members on the HyperHimes channel, being Casual Gaming, Luli Games, Jojo Sands, Eduardo Pimentel, Wavy Plays Games, Zagai Kotsu, Luca, Dings, Umi, Pibby IRL and Electronics, Chaos Jevel, Truth the CJ Official, Anti-Prank Official, Funcat, Pebbles, Sweet Ribbon VT, Dark Flare, and Mocha CRK. Genuinely, I can't thank you all enough for all the love and support, and let's keep on growing together.